It turns out Donald Trump really likes transparency. I mean, he keeps talking about transparency all the time. However, what's in this story, the way that he uses transparency, the way that he would like transparency is actually a lot different than what we would consider transparency. Now, asked by reporters aboard Air Force One on Wednesday about the wall, the Mexican wall, the president offered several new details about his plans and insisted that he was not joking, I repeat, not joking about solar panels. A proposal he suggested would help cover the project's estimated $21.6 billion cost. So he says, hey man, I got a great idea. Solar panels on the wall. Solar wall. Perfect. It'll pay for itself. Obviously, since of course Mexico is not paying for that fucking wall. Now, Trump said there is a chance that we can do a solar wall. We have major companies looking at that. Really, which ones? Curious. Look, there's no better place than for solar than in the Mexico border, the southern border, and there's a very good chance that we could do a solar wall, which will actually look really good. There'll be a very good chance we could do a solar wall. Look, so here's my opinion on this, right? It's like it's a good idea wrapped up in a really bad idea. Okay? Hey, yay for solar, boo for the wall, right? And the reason that I think that is that I think the bar has been lowered so much that it almost makes you think, you know what, at least the guy's trying. Oh, Donnie, that's such a good little idea. It's a terrible idea, but it's such a good try. I mean, at least you put solar somewhere. Now, okay, Jeff, you said transparency earlier. What does this have to do exactly with transparency? Well, I'm glad you asked. Now, Trump went on to say that the wall needs one additional feature, and that is transparency. Quote, this is transparency in the literal sense. You have to be able to see through it. In other words, if you can't see through the wall, so it could be a steel wall with openings, but you have to have the openings because you have to see what's on the other side of the wall. Okay, so let me get this straight. It is a transparent solar wall. That seems both odd and incredibly specific. Now, why? Why would you want a transparent wall? Why would you want to make it transparent? Now, he said that the wall needs to be see-through because drug dealers may otherwise throw large bags of drugs over the wall to the other side and end up hitting innocent people. He said, quote, and I love this, as horrible as it sounds, when they throw the large sacks of drugs over, and if you have people on the other side of the wall, you don't see them. They hit you on the head with 60 pounds of stuff. It's over. Apparently, if you get hit with 60 pounds of stuff in the head, yeah, it's over, right? He said, as crazy as that sounds, you need transparency through the wall, but we have some incredible designs. Incredible. Look, man, I don't know whether to laugh or to cry. I guess I laugh to avoid crying because this guy is the president of the United States and he's over here like, ooh, you know what you got to do? You got to make the wall transparent so that you can see when the people are throwing the drugs over the wall. So let me get this straight. Okay. So drug dealers, they're just going to throw the 60 pounds of drugs over the wall. Oh, okay. Well, for one, if you're doing it manually, that's pretty hard to do, especially since the wall just got 10 feet taller, right? Oh, so how are they going to do it? Well, it turns out, we've talked about this before. They've, done catapults to catapult things over the wall, over the border. I've seen that before. And they've also, come up with like just very, very ingenious ways of trying to shoot drugs over the wall. So they already do it, right? Now, I do see a little bit of a problem with that business model. Like, for example, what's going to prevent people to finding drugs and just stealing the drugs? Like somebody throws it over the wall and there's nobody there to receive it. If you're a random passerby, you almost get hit with that bag of drugs. You might turn around and go, there's drugs. I could take these. I think I'll just grab those drugs. What are you going to do? You going to come over the wall, kick my ass? No, of course not. Because there's a wall. But the funny thing, the even more interesting thing about this is that he is kind of admitting that the entire purpose of the wall is easily defeated. Remember, he said, I'm going to build this wall to keep the drugs out. The whole purpose of the wall, let's keep the drugs out. It's going to keep the drugs out, except for when they fling it over the wall. Then what's the point of the wall? There is no point. Good God, he's stupid. Oh my God. See, here's the thing. Did he put a lot of thought into this? I actually think that yes. That's the sad part. I think he did sit here and think about this for a while. At least compared to how long he takes to think about other things. Okay? So you could be thinking about this for a minute and be like, oh my God. Transparent wall. Maybe they could make it out of transparent aluminum. Computer. Hello, computer. Okay, anyway. Ridiculous reference. But points to anybody who gets it. Oh, the keyboard. How quaint. Anyway. No. See, I think he's actually really into this. He's like, oh, man. It's going to be solar. It's going to be so cool. I mean, then we're going to make it transparent. So we can see the people on the other side of the wall when they throw the drugs. He's into it. You know why? Because he's a real estate guy. He's used to, like, designs and schematics and maps. I think he actually likes that. That's just shit he's into. Okay? And, again, I think that's what a lot of aides have saying. I mean, you remember when we talked about his briefings, and they shortened it to a page where it had a lot of graphs and really killer graphics. That is a quote from one of the staffers. Now, that's before, of course, they shortened it all to tweet length, which is even more sad, because he couldn't even handle a page with mostly graphics and maps. So he had to shrink it down, because he has no attention span to tweet length. That's, again, super sad. But he's, like, into schematics and stuff. So he's, like, really into this wall thing. Oh, he loves it. And, look, just because he's into it doesn't mean he's very good at it. Or just to mean, yeah, or it definitely doesn't mean he has any good ideas. Transparent solar wall? Are you fucking kidding me? Holy crap. This idea is super dumb. Look, the whole idea of a wall is super dumb. We don't need a wall. You know what? It's not going to stop the drugs. You admitted that it's not going to stop the drugs. That's why you need it to be transparent, so that people walking along the wall aren't going to get hit with 60 pounds of drugs. Not only that, but it's not going to keep immigrants out. It's actually going to keep illegal immigrants in. Because right now we have a net zero on immigration, which means more people are leaving than are coming into the United States. Okay? So what it means is that this is basically a waste of money. Also that Trump can actually build something, like, because he's interested. He's like, ooh, shiny, I want to build a wall. Just because I like building a wall. But there's another reason, and I might be giving him too much credit for this. It might also be about the legacy. Because consider this, right? Trump knows he's getting up there. I want to build something so massive and so great and so tall that it's going to be the greatest thing. That totally fits in with Trump's MO. Like, I want to build something fantastic. Let's build a wall. It's almost like he looks to the Great Wall of China and says, I'm going to outdo that. I want to outdo that, but I know that I probably can't. But I want to do one on Mexico. Totally Trump's MO, man. That's why he wants to do it so bad. It's something that will likely stand for a very, very long time. So again, it fits in with his legacy. See, that's very interesting, because I didn't think, and maybe it's not true, but I think that Trump probably thinks about this and says, I want to build something wonderful, fantastic. And something that stays around, and so that when I'm gone, everybody remembers the name Trump. Interesting. Think about it. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.